Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Momentum number 182, coming to you live at 11:11. Make a wish on Monday here in Arizona. It's 11:11 p.m. So, wanted to come live. Didn't want to miss the opportunity. We actually were already live earlier today. If you guys are in the Creative Finance with Pace Morby group, or you're subscribed to Cody's channel, we were basically breaking down a deal that we done in our direct to seller marketing. So guys, if you're a part of the Creative Finance with Pace Morby group, do not miss the opportunity to join us every single Monday at 4:30 p.m. Where we'll be going live, breaking down the deals in our business, talking about real stuff, actually talking about transactions that we're doing, not just deals or things that we hope to be doing one day, right? The real stuff that's happening in our business. So if you're not a part of the Facebook group, go join. It's free. It's a big community of people. It's like 31,000 people in there. So that's every single Monday. We are already live over the next 30 days. With all the craziness going on with, possibly Zero to Hero season 2 starting at some point. We're thinking September 20th, as well as Zero to Hero season 1 that is going to be released to the general public. Two totally different things, right? So I almost feel like we should even call it the season 2. Season 2 is basically built around, hey, if I had nothing, this is what I would do. Season 1's built around, hey, if you have a 9-to-5 job, this is how you make it happen. This is how you spend 3 hours a day and be efficient and get your business off the ground. That's going to be launched to everyone. Well, actually, the first 500 people that register is going to get access to my live training come Thursday, where you get the opportunity to get access to Zero to Hero. So that's going to be super dope. But with that being said, over the next 30 days, I'm going to be doing a short series here on my channel where I'm going to be talking about the things that you should be delegating to your virtual assistant. The name of the series is 30 Things Your VA Can Do Better Than You. So the 30 things that you should start offloading, the 30 things that if it was me and I was going back and I was starting over, I need to start delegating tasks, I need to start taking things off my plate, I would do them somewhat in this order, but I would definitely get these things off my plate as soon as I could, right? As soon as I could start. I tell you guys all the time on my channel, you probably heard me say it, write down 5 to 10 things that you're doing every single week that's not serving your queen bee role, right? The things that are not serving you and your business making more money, write down those things and you should start one by one delegating them off. You have to be super intentional, or you're going to find yourself taking on the problems of others and always being the bottleneck in your business. So over the next 30 days, we're going to be breaking those down. Today is day number 1. Today is the first thing that I wanted to go over. The first thing of the 30 things that I would start delegating to your virtual assistant or virtual assistants, right? You guys got to start looking at virtual assistants as leverage, right? They're team members, they're people in your organization that are ready to take on more responsibility. They're people that are like, yes, give me something to do, right? And 9 times out of 10, the best thing that virtual assistants, like their best skill, I feel like, or their best trait, I should say, is their freaking consistency, man. They blow me out of the park with consistency. Like, this is day 182 in a row of going live. Like, they would blow my consistency out of the water. They do the things that I typically, the things that I either don't like doing or they don't give me energy. So like, we talk about there's wisdom in procrastination. So the things that, that you're not getting done, the things that just continue to come up, you keep writing them down. I want to get this done tomorrow. I promise I'm gonna get this done, or tomorrow I'm gonna knock this out. Guys, like, there's some wisdom in that procrastination. There's some wisdom in saying, hey, you haven't gotten it done up to this point. There's a good chance that maybe you just don't want to do it. There's a good chance that it's just not going to get done. So what I found was the first thing that a VA crushes me on, and this is something that you guys ring true. You know this to be true. VAs will absolutely crush you on being consistent with your prospecting. Prospecting is brutal. Prospecting is, you can read the book Fanatical Prospecting, which is an amazing book. You can read all these concepts. You can know, like, oh my gosh, yes, I just need to go out there and prospect and I'm going to change my life. It's absolutely true. But the reality is, no one wants to do it consistently. And if you can't do it consistently, you're not going to get any work. Like, you're not going to get any deals. You're not going to make any money in your business. Prospecting has to be done very consistently. Just like showing up. I tell you guys, you got to show up. You got to make it happen. Then you got to do it again. You got to do it again, over and over and over and over and over. And reality is, that is why such a small percentage of people win, because people just don't want to show up, or they don't want to. It's just, hey, things get in the way. Excuses. Like, it's brutal to be prospecting every single day. So, if you guys are still that bottleneck in your business, if you're still responsible for doing all the prospecting, get that off your plate as soon as possible. And maybe that's not with a virtual assistant right now. Maybe that's by finding someone you can partner with, squat up with in your local market. Maybe they can go pay for a virtual assistant and you can partner with them and help them close. Or you can find someone and maybe both you guys just work together and them saying, hey, I'll help cold call if you can go do this in the business. And maybe you guys can squat up and find cool opportunities where you're not doing it and you're not in it alone. We call it finding a battle buddy, right? Find someone that's going to be in the battle with you every single day. And it helps with accountability, but it helps with follow through as well. So if you're struggling with consistency, there's wisdom in that. If you're struggling with consistency and prospecting, just like everyone else, there's obviously wisdom in that, saying, hey, if you want to make this work, like I talked to a lot of wholesalers, talked to a lot of real estate investors that have been trying to get going for a very long time. And if you're watching this, I'm sure you've talked to the same people, but for some reason, their business can't get off the ground. So, for some reason, they can't get consistent deals. 9 times out of 10, it's because they're inconsistent with the prospecting. They either can't afford to get a virtual assistant or, they do, but then they're really inconsistent on the back end of that. So ultimately, guys, consistency is the number one thing that's going to make sure you're successful. But the first thing you should start doing, the first thing that you should get off of your plate, if we're still having this discussion tomorrow, like knuckleheads, this isn't going to work, right? If we're still having this discussion next week, come on, please. Please, 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 guys, if you don't do anything else, as we start going through these 30 things that VAs can do better than you got to let them do it and you got to let them go mess up, right? As you start building out your virtual assistant team, this is important steps that you need to take along the way. So be okay with them being better, be okay with them messing up, but then becoming like level 10s in that position because it doesn't serve you. It's not the highest level activity you could be doing. So number one, like if you want to be successful, the first thing that you need to outsource, the first thing that you have to let a VA take off of your plate is prospecting. Even if you're good at it, the challenge, like, look, I talk to realtors. Realtors are the worst with this. Realtors think like from the very beginning, if they're going to get listings, they think they got to smile and dial. They got to be the people calling the FISBOs, got to be the ones calling the expireds, setting listing appointments, one man show. And it's such a foreign concept for them to understand, like, dude, what? A virtual assistant can call for me, but no one else is doing that. Is people going to look at me, Is people going to look at me like in a negative way? For me as an agent, that was the first thing I did. I didn't care how people looked at me. I was like, I'm not going to cold call consistently. I'm not going to prospect consistently. I don't care what you think about me. I need to be sitting in appointments getting listings. So heck yeah, I'm going to get a virtual assistant to help me with that. And obviously, it has now become like my whole. I feel like everything that I talk about is just so like if I can just get people to understand how important this is and how powerful it is to have a team of virtual assistants that are highly skilled, it changes your whole life. So the first thing that you do is you find someone that can help you prospect. So for the next 30 days, we're going to continue to break down things. I'll keep these videos short and sweet. Tomorrow we'll be talking about the second thing that a virtual assistant can do better than you. Again, this isn't a shot against your ego. It's just more along the lines of open up your mind to what a VA can do for you. So guys, if you need anything from me, if you want our cold calling script that we use for our prospecting or anything else that we use for our prospecting that we've talked about on my channel, send me an email, mattbeard@startvirtual.com. If you have a virtual assistant and you feel stuck, you don't know how to take them to the next level. Maybe you're stuck with how do I train them? How do I structure my meetings? What do I say? Guys, a great place to go is Zero to Hero rei.com and join our waiting list. Right now, the first 500 people that sign up get exclusive access to get the opportunity to get the program come Thursday, where I basically start a business from scratch with VAs I had never talked to. They never talked to me. They like never once had they met me. And we took them from like, I feel like it was less of me doing Zero to Hero. It was more like taking VAs from absolutely nothing, getting them to the point where they're pumping out and still to this day, pumping out consistent leads that our team can still close even outside of the Zero to Hero challenge. So I believe in it. We proved it. We showed it live. We let people watch it live. And if you want to get access to that, go to zerotoherorei.com. It's a great place. But of course, if you have any questions along the way or need my support, mattbeard@startvirtual is my email, or just shoot me a DM on Instagram, matthewbeard_. I'm here for you guys. I'm grateful for you guys as always. Thank you for tuning in on a Monday late at night. Hope you'll have a wonderful night. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.